Please, don't take my wallet. That was a close one. Never want to be caught with your pants down. Welcome to Flavor Town. My mom gave me this pack of Lay's chips from Thailand. Let's get into it. This is spicy lobster Lay's. One bite, everybody knows the rules. Dude, not bad. 7.4. Spicy lobster. We're not here to talk about chips. We're here to talk about my current EDC in 2024. So let's get into it. If you guys have been around the channel for a while, we did a video right when we first started. There's might be 2,000 followers or so on the channel. We might be at 25 by the time this video goes live. I really don't know. I shouldn't talk in specifics. We're gonna go over it. First things first, everybody wants to know the guns. Okay, so we're just gonna get right into the guns. This is it. Just like the last video, the M&P9. It's a tier 1 Axis Elite. You might wonder why I carry a full-size gun. Is it difficult? Is it uncomfortable? What's the deal? With the right belt and the right holster, you can carry almost any gun that you want. This gun right here, the Smith & Wesson M&P9 2.05 inch, is the gun that I compete with, and it's what I have the most confidence built on, which is why I choose it for my concealed carry. I have over 300,000 rounds on this platform. So I know how this gun shoots. I know how this gun feels. I'm so confident in this gun that if I need to make a 50-yard shot, I could. Realistically, in a defensive situation, you should probably get yourself out of there first before making a 50-yard shot. But let's go over the gun because you guys are a bunch of gear junkies that want to know all the specifics. And guess what? It is the same as all of my other M&Ps. So we got the 5-inch gun to start. We've got it directly slide cut from Floyd Custom Shop for the Holosun 507 green, which is what I use in competition. We've got the Apex grade barrel. That is Gun Fit Smith, and believe it or not, at my home when I have a Dremel, I am a gunsmith. Next, we have the drop-in Apex trigger. They test these triggers from 27 different angles, drop test on concrete, and they do not go off. I trust it with my life, literally. We also have an extended slide release from Springer Precision, and a tungsten guide rod from Carver Customs with a 14-pound recoil spring. What ammo do I carry? Right now, it is Superville 115. Solid copper hollow points, something like that. We can plug it in. I'm not really sure, but I liked how the recoil felt on the gun, and they were very accurate out of this gun, and my point of impact didn't shift compared to the ammo that I practiced with. That was a huge thing for me, where I didn't want to worry about switching zeros on different guns when I start carrying them. That's the whole gun. There's a little undercut on it. That's about it. Other than that, it's factory. Iron sights are taken off because we live in the future, and if you rely on iron sights, you're a FUD, and I'll get into that, and you guys can call me FUD here in a little bit. We've got this wrapped in a Tier 1 concealed Axis Elite holster. In my opinion, this is the fastest holster. I like running non-light. It's just a little bit slicker. It's the same holster I use when I'm competing from concealed in matches. This is the main girl. This is the wife. I mentioned the holster. You guys know what's coming next is the belt, okay? Constantine carry belt. This is my belt I made for you, for the public, for law-abiding, Second Amendment supporting, patriotic citizens, okay? It's a rigid portion in front. You can see it starts to conform to your body where you keep your gun, and that's gonna help with printing so you can conceal a full-size gun, a 5-inch gun with a 126 millimeter mag and a 140 mag, no problems. There's stretch to the back of it so there's no hot spots, and look at all these belts. Okay, we just picked up these belts right before filming. These are all black smalls, but I'm working to keep inventory in stock for you guys, all right? And this is the best way to support the channel, is to pick up a belt. It pays for these videos, it pays for the ammo, everything like that. We're gonna keep talking guns now, okay? So this has been what I've been carrying a lot in the summer or when I'm in athletic shorts. It's a much smaller framed gun. It's a compact from Smith & Wesson called the Equalizer. And no, this is not from a Denzel Washington movie. What do I like about this gun? It's internal hammer fire. To mention, this gun is left in its complete stock configuration. Internal hammer fire, so it's got an excellent trigger. It's got these nice beefy slide serrations, easy to rack. It's part of like this is like the Easy 9, but better, because like it is easy to rack, which is like the whole selling point of the Easy 9 series and everything like that. Comes optics ready with a pick rail. I have some lights. I have a light for this gun, the TLR7, and I just got a new holster for that as well because I want to start carrying a light on it. It's got a grip safety, which a lot of you guys complain about, but I think you're just wrong. You don't notice it at all when you draw. Take Shield Plus mag. So this one is I think there's a 13 plus 1 magazine. There's a 15 plus 1 and 11 plus 1, but that 13 plus 1 just fits the hand nicely. It's a nice small single clip holster, so when you're carrying it, you forget that it's on. We've got a little wedge on the back. This is a Tier 1 concealment T1M holster, okay? It's basically summer carry. This is what I carry if my clothing allows it. Just like these shirts, they're comfort colors. These are new merch coming out to the site. By the time this video is out, they will probably be ready. And we've got some more fun designs coming. But if you have like a nice thick shirt that drapes over your waist, you can carry a bigger gun without printing, which is great. If you're wearing something more fitted, or you're like one of those weirdos that wears spandex Under Armour sleeveless shirts, probably shouldn't carry a gun appendix. You probably carry it in another way, something a lot smaller like this Smith & Wesson Bodyguard. This is the Bodyguard 2.0. This is my new pocket gun that I'm going to be carrying. Full-size MP9, compact equalizer, subcompact deep concealment Bodyguard. So I basically have 3 different guns that I use for 3 different carry methods. So like, this is when my clothing allows it. This is what I prefer to carry. It's what I'm the most confident on. Next is the equalizer going down. This is like I'm wearing athletic shorts with no belt loops. And then we have the Bodyguard. I like this gun a lot when I'm dressed up formally because I have my shirt tucked in and stuff. Then you got to play this whole honky-tonky wumbo-jumbo of getting your shirt tucked perfectly behind your holster clips and not printing and all this stuff. This is nice because it slips right into my pocket. You barely notice it. It's still 380, which isn't the most ideal round, but you get a nice defensive 380 round. It's packing enough punch, and this gun is 12 plus 1. Holsters, belt, guns. Let's talk about some other random knickknacks that I carry. First things first, everybody's always got a good cell phone on them. The best camera you have is the one, oops, I just turned on the flashlight. The best camera you have is the one that you have on you. This is what you see a lot of the silly content with, is just right from this phone. Boom. And then of course, a wallet. Pretty simple leather wallet, but let's zoom in. You know what the gang's about, dude. This is a Smith & Wesson leather wallet, okay? This thing is rocking. How loyal am I? I carry Smith with me every day on my waist and in my pocket. Now let's talk about some other random knickknacks that we got. AirPod Pros, okay? Keep your conversation private, keep your hands free. So one thing, holding your phone up here, you got AirPods in, leaves your hands to do whatever you might need to do. You might need to wrestle a bear. You might need to save children from a burning school bus. You might need to try some spicy lobster Lay's chips. You might not know. There is some degree of hearing protections with these, but nowhere near like hearing safe. Like I would not recommend these as your main ear pro for the range, but when you're out in public, this looks a lot more normal than walking around with this. Last 2 things. First things first, the Surefire EDC1 DFT Turbo Light, okay? Super bright light, super compact, recharges with USB-C. Big fan of it. Just nice quality flashlight, super solid, stays with me. It's always good to have a light, especially the whole debate of like flashlight on your firearm, standalone flashlight. I think the answer to that is to have both, because there's sometimes I want to look at stuff, but I don't want to point my gun at that stuff. You know, like, you can't just pull your gun out to look at something that's crazy. If I'm shooting at night, I want light, and I want to be able to build a full grip on my gun and not do like some crazy FBI stance. Sir, get down! You know, like that's just, it's not gonna happen, dude. I'd rather just have the grip. So we've got the Surefire EDC Turbo 1 DFT, blah, blah, blah. And then lastly, we've got a Leatherman Skeletool. What is this called, Chase? Skeletool. I used to have like I used to carry fixed blade knives like this one from Brotherhood Blades, but I found myself just using just more utility out of the knife than an actual knife. So we're just going full utility with the Skeletool. What I like about this is that we've got some pliers on it. We have a proper knife with some serration so we can cut. It has a flat head attachment, 2 different sizes, and it also has a Phillips head tucked away in here as well. So like, I find myself using the Phillips head to tighten down the holsters a lot because I'm too lazy to Loctite them. But this is just ultra utility. It's super nice to have. There's also a bottle opener on it so you can crack a cold Modelo with the boys. All of this, well, okay, only one gun at a time. All of these plus one gun fits on my person at all times. And let me just show you. So we're gonna loop the belt on. And one thing to note too, part of my concealed carry is also built around these pants, which you guys ask about. It is the Free Radical from Cool. I've been wearing these pants for like 4 years now, okay? It's just like my pants every year. I just buy a couple new pairs, call it a day, because they get busted. The nice ones are for going out, and then as soon as you get some stains on them or some rips, they become range pants. You just kind of rotate them, but I found that these pants provide everything I need for my EDC. So belt goes on, gun disappears with the shirt, right? I'm gonna come out in front so you can see how we're loading this up. Cell phone, back left pocket. Wallet, front left pocket, okay? AirPod Pros, left side pocket. And then we have the Skeletool and the Surefire Turbo EDC, left side pocket. This is my EDC. And then like with the Bodyguard, obviously Kydex clip, this would go into my front right pocket. I always keep my front right pocket clean because that's where my pocket gat would go. Just like that. But again, super accessible, super easy, and the gun just disappears. It's my EDC. There's not much to it. Get out there and practice, shoot from concealed, grab a Constantine carry belt, and last thing, if you're sticking around for this video at this time, these belt hats, they're not for sale. I'm only giving them away to the funniest comment of each video within the first 24 hours. So if you watch this whole video and you got something funny to say, drop a comment, make me laugh, and you can get one of these hats that will never be for sale. Period. Okay? It's my EDC. Enjoy some shooting clips.